Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy winning Wednesday. It's the middle of the week, so y'all know what that means. 2 more days and the weekend is here. So I hope you all have had a wonderful day. My day has been great. And as always, it's been busy, but it's been great nonetheless. And I love it when I can look at my to-do list and see that I have checked off everything that I needed to do. Well, with the exception of, I think, 3 things, but that's only because my class with Angel Richardson is not till 6:30, so I can't check that off. And what else? Take my medicine because it's not time for that. But anyhow, like I said, I hope you all have had a wonderful day, and let's jump right on into our topic, which is how to become unstoppable and achieve success in life. So here's some things that you can do to succeed in life. And as always, this is not a complete list. It's just a list of things that I wanted to share with you all. So number 1, create a morning routine. You want to create a routine that nurtures your mind, body, and spirit. And these things should leave you feeling refreshed and focused. So I was going to say if you don't have a routine, but the reality is we all have a morning routine. Now what it is that you do is something different. Some people get up and they pray and meditate. That would be me. Some people turn on the news because they want to see what's happened overnight. Some check the weather, some check their emails, and the list can go on and on and on. So all I'm saying is you want to create a morning routine that leaves your mind, body, and spirit refreshed, that allows you to be able to focus and really take on the day. This is why personally I like to get up and I pray and I meditate, because number 1, I'm thankful that God allowed me to get up, and I'm thankful that I have a job to go to. I'm thankful for so many different things. So I definitely need to do that, and that leaves me, as they say, prayed up and ready to take on the day. Number 2, use the minimalist approach. So this will allow you to get rid of distractions, increase your focus, and create a sense of calm in every area of your life. So in essence, you will be able to prioritize the things that really matter to you, and it'll help you create an intentional and fulfilling life. So I like to look at it as anything in your life that is not moving you closer to your goals, closer to inner peace, then you need to get rid of it, because it serves no purpose other than to keep you stressed and to keep you stressed, distracted, and from achieving your goals. So take the minimalist approach and get rid of any distractions. This is why when I get up in the morning, I don't turn on the television, because it's a distraction. Because what happens is something's on and you get to looking at it, next thing you know, your time is ticking on. You're like, oh God, I got somewhere I need to be, or I need to log in for work. So get rid of anything that's can be a distraction to you. Number 3, practice self-care. This is always going to be a non-negotiable. Did you hear what I said? Practicing self-care is a non-negotiable in your life. So you must take care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. I cannot stress that enough. And too often we are not practicing self-care because we have, and I get it, we have a family to run, we have a job, some of us have a business, others have other activities, and you're constantly ripping and you're running. Every day of the week you have somewhere to go or somewhere to be or something to do. So you've got to take time where you say, look, I'm practicing self-care. And to be honest with you, Monday through Fridays are typically busy for all of us because we have jobs, and then, we have our businesses or other activities. So you can say on the weekends, I'm going to practice more self-care. Not to say that you shouldn't be doing it during the weekday. It's just that you may not have time to spend a whole lot of time. But regardless of how much time you have, it can be 30 minutes. It can be an hour. It can be 2 hours. It doesn't really matter. You've got to practice self-care. Because if you don't, all you're going to do is run yourself into the ground. You're running yourself raggedy, and eventually you'll stop being productive, and you run the risk of having a stroke and or a heart attack. So you definitely need to practice self-care. And like I said, you can do some things like just sitting quietly in a chair and you say, I'm going to sit here for 15 minutes and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to answer the phone. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit here and just relax for 15 minutes, because that adds up. You can say, once a week, I'm going to get my nails done, get a manicure, pedicure, how often you go. You can say, I'm going to take the weekend and I'm going to go see a movie or treat myself out to dinner. Whatever it is that you choose to do, just do it. Excuse me. Number 4, take some risks. Success requires you to take risks. I'm going to say that one more time. Success requires you to take risks and step outside your comfort zone. So doing this becomes easier when you look at and think about the potential rewards as well as the consequences of doing something and not doing anything. So as I like to think about it, when you look at folks that have made it, your celebrities and what have you, they had to take risks. They had to step out on faith to do whatever it is that they did to get where they are. And if you're one of these people, and I get it because I know quite a few folks that are like that, they don't like to take chances. They always want to stick to that thing that they know for a fact is going to work out. But doing that, it limits you and it keeps you in a box. And like I said, if you don't step out on faith, how can you accomplish other things? I'm not saying you won't get anything done. You will, but in this little box that you've created for yourself, stepping out on faith means that you're opening up other doors and you're creating other opportunities. But if you don't step out there, those doors will never be open, and chances are those opportunities will not present themselves to you. So I get it. It can be quite scary. Let's face it. It is. But you've got to do it. But I'm going to say this, and I'll move on. When you step out on faith, because you're stepping out on faith and you're taking chances, I want you to do it with the mindset that is going to work out. If you go into that thing thinking, well, this may not work out, I don't even know why I'm wasting my time, chances are it probably won't. Anything that I do, I go with a positive mindset. I go with that mindset that says this is going to work out. God is going to open up this door for me. God is going to create an opportunity for me. You've got to believe that that thing is going to work out. If you go into it with the mindset of, well, it may not, then guess what? It probably won't. Because if you don't believe in you, then why should other people? I'm just saying. Number 5, embrace your failure as an opportunity to learn something new. So always embrace your failures because they get you closer to your goals, believe it or not. But only if you are willing to learn from them and not repeat them. So when you fail at anything in life, big, small, or indifferent, we have a tendency to want to beat ourselves up. And we want to sit around and we want to sulk and we want to, just get into this dark place. And that's the last thing you need to do. I know it comes easy to do that, but you've got to look at that thing and you say, okay, you know what? I didn't succeed or I messed that up, but I've learned from that mistake, and going forward, I know what not to do so I don't get myself in the same predicament. Do you understand what I'm saying? So instead of, beating yourself up over whatever it was that happened or whatever you did or shouldn't have done, whatever you've done or you should have done, let it go. Chalk it up and say, all right, Lord, you know what? I've learned my lesson. Thank you for keeping me. And so now I can move on and do something different and not create the same mistake. Number 6, practice gratitude daily. And y'all know I talk about gratitude all the time. So every day you should reflect on the things that you are grateful for, no matter how big or small. And I cannot stress that enough. I don't know about you all, but one thing that I don't do is sit around complaining to God about what I don't have or what I didn't get. Instead, I prefer to spend my time saying, Lord, I thank you for this. I thank you for that. I thank you for the other. And yeah, you might say, now, Lord, I was counting on this. I was counting on that. I was counting on the other. But I am more thankful and grateful for what I do have as opposed to what I don't have. And if you start to look at life that way, I promise you, you will appreciate your life so much more. okay? Stop focusing on what you don't have and start focusing on what you do have. Because here's the other thing. When you sit and spend time focusing only on what you don't have, then number one, you tell God that you're not thankful for what you do have. But number two, you also miss the opportunity to build on the things that you do have because you're so focused on what you don't have. Number 7, place your alarm clock on the other side of the room. So doing this will not only force you to get up, but it will keep you from procrastinating. And if I just recently talked about the whole procrastinating piece, you will live a much better life if you stop procrastinating. And I don't know about you, but I actually set my alarm such that I can hit snooze twice. Now, every now and then, I may have to do it 3 times, but for the majority of the time, I purposely set my alarm clock so that I can hit snooze twice. Excuse me. Because I have not gotten to a place where my alarm goes off and I just get up. I wish I could be that person, but I'm just not. You know, it is what it is. Because 9 times out of 10, I didn't get enough sleep the night before, so I'm tired when that alarm goes off. But if you want to, like I said, stop procrastinating, put your alarm clock, I say alarm clock because my alarm, I use my phone for that. But if you have an alarm clock, put it across the room because that will force you to have to get up and go and turn it off, okay? Number 8, join a mastermind. This will allow you to both learn something new as well as, it'll allow you to learn something new as well as learn from others. And so Circle of Champions, Bob has masterminds a couple of times during the year, and I absolutely love it because again, when you are part of a mastermind, you learn so many new things and other people are able to learn from you. So I would encourage you to join one. And here's the thing, if you don't know of any mastermind, start your own. Start your own and say, hey, you know what? I'm creating a mastermind for individuals to get together and, you know, just talk about business strategies or whatever it is you all talk about. You'd be surprised at what you learn from them. Number 9, declutter often. Just talked about that. So doing this will ensure that you are more productive and creative. You will achieve greater success in life when you don't have a bunch of clutter around you, because clutter takes your focus off of the thing that you need to be doing to be successful, because you're so busy looking at this clutter going, good God, I need to clean this up. Or you can't find anything because you have so much clutter laying around. So make sure you're decluttering. Number 10, make sleep a priority. So this is definitely a very critical element for overall performance and overall health. I cannot stress that enough. You need to make sure you are getting enough sleep. Now, I personally don't get 8 hours of sleep until the weekend, but during the week I try to make sure I'm getting in at least 5 hours of sleep, because I can get up and function off 5 hours of sleep. But if you're one of these people and all you're getting is 2, 3, 4 hours, that's just not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to sustain you throughout the day. And here's the thing, when you don't get enough sleep, your brain is not functioning at a level that it could be to help you be more productive. And here's your bonus. Always be open to learning. Make sure you never stop learning. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's important to make an effort to learn something new every day. When I wake up in the morning and I have my prayer meditation time, I always say, Lord, allow me to learn one new thing today. That is my goal every single day, to learn one new thing. Now, of course, if I learn more, that's great. But the goal is to learn just one new thing every day, because I don't ever want to get to a place where I say, well, you know, I know it all. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need the other. I want to learn something new every day, and I absolutely do. Sometimes it's something that's business related. Sometimes it's something that might just be a small fact of something that I didn't know about. But the goal is to make sure you learn something new every single day. And I want to encourage you to strive for doing that, okay? So you guys, that's it. That's all. Today's topic was how to become unstoppable and achieve success in life hopefully something I share with you motivates you and encourages you to want to make sure you are successful in life, because you definitely can be. You can be, and I believe you will be. You just need to make sure you have all of your ducks in a row. And again, this is not a complete list, but these are just a few things that I wanted to share with you. Now, having said that, if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I do car conversations every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you and I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, have a wonderful rest of this awesome winning Wednesday. Well, actually, it is windy because it's 46 degrees, but it's still an awesome winning Wednesday. And enjoy the rest of your week. If you're going out or what you're doing anything, I want you to, as always, do so responsibly and make sure you're being careful about where you go and who you associate with, okay? Love you all to the moon and back. You know the drill, you know the spiel. There is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can do about it. Love you, and we'll talk again on Friday.